Okay, that one's rolling. That one's rolling. Music's rolling. 1, 2, 3. Hey guys, what's up? Lewin here at GarageBand and Beyond. Welcome back. So today I'm starting a new series for guitar players out there, and the whole concept behind this series is to give you guys the most simple tips that you'll get the most amount of mileage out of. So today I'm starting with my good friend Erik Sayles, and we're going to have Jimmy Faber coming in and Ross Benoit, and I'm going to be doing one of these. And those three guys are like by far, hands down, my favorite guitar players in the Philadelphia area. And the guys that, like, whenever I watch them play, I'm always like, how's he doing that? You know, like, you do that a lot. So, so anyway, Eric's going to talk a lot now. I'm going to be here sort of just as the moral support.
Holding my hand.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Well, thank you, Lewin. And I feel like I'm in really good company with the guys that he's bringing in. It's some talented people, and you guys are going to get a lot out of it. I chose to discuss maybe getting outside of the pentatonics a little bit, which is a scale that we all know and love and use a lot of. But there are times when you might be playing over a progression that it might not be the best choice, or by tweaking the pentatonic slightly, you can address more specifically what's going on harmonically. When I say harmonics, I mean chords. Pentatonic scale in itself, I'm in the key of A, is A, C, D, E, G. So if you're playing in a blues situation, a lot of times the person who's playing the progression might be playing a major third in the chord, which is not found in the pentatonic scale. In the pentatonic scale, we have a C natural and a D natural, and on an A7 chord, there's a C sharp. So if Lewin, if you could play the chord for me. So if I just if I isolate the third and I just play the third of what's in a minor pentatonic, C natural, and the fourth degree of the scale, which is D, doesn't sound so great. But if I play a C sharp, that is specifically addressing what is going on to my left, Lewin's chord that he's playing. Okay, you can use a pentatonic scale, but if you want to kind of sound more inside, quote unquote, the changes, you can do one of two things. You can actually just play a specific A7 arpeggio, which is the notes of the chord played individually. Or you could even, what I sometimes suggest to people, if that's too daunting, because arpeggios can be tricky, is just to add the C sharp to their blues scale. Now, this is it's kind of a blanket statement. You can't, when the chord changes, you can't continue to do this. It's chord specific.
You want to play an example? You want to play through an example, like what you're talking about?
Yeah, sure. So if you just vamp on an A7 chord for me. So if I play just a regular old pentatonic scale, going. If I accent, or if I land or start my phrase on that C natural or D natural, it sounds a little weird because he's playing a C sharp. There I landed on a C, here I'm going to land on the D. Wants to resolve to the C sharp. So if I add that C sharp, I was doing a couple little tweaks, which I'll discuss in a second, of the kind of approaching the major third in a certain way. But really, I was just playing pentatonics, adding in that C sharp. to address exactly what's going on harmonically. The tweak that I did is approach the major third from below by a half step. So we would play C natural, but we're not going to hang on it. We're going from C natural to C sharp. Hear that? So immediately you got tension and release, or dissonance, consonant, however you want to think of it. But if I just play a normal A7 arpeggio over the top of the chord, now if I just add the C natural, or the minor third, sliding into the C sharp, it sounds like this. Now when I descend, I can't go from my C sharp down to my C natural. I have to go continue to, it's a little tricky because you'd think that it would be the same way going descending as ascending. The problem is that if I went from my C sharp and slid down to my C natural, then I'm accenting the
ugly note.
The ugly, yeah.
Yeah.
You're accenting the ugliness. So when I descend, I have to then play C natural up to my C sharp and continue that throughout the entire arpeggio. So I'll play it ascending and descending, just play that, hold the chord out. You can take that concept. When we go to like the 4 chord, you would then have to, obviously figure out or learn the D7 and E7 arpeggio, which is within this area. I mean, you could always take this same arpeggio and play the exact same thing up at the 10th fret and the 12th fret. That's not always very economic.
No.
And
it's a little on the lazy side.
Yeah. So you'd want to play the D7 here. And obviously the thirds are going to be in a different place. And over the E7, which is right here. And the thirds would be... cheated and added a couple extra notes in there, but you get the, hopefully you get the idea.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Yeah, let's play through one.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Awesome.